Hello and welcome back to another video. This problem, we have a wheel with a mark on its rim. So we have this wheel right here, this little mark that's right on the rim, and it's rolling on the ground at a constant rate along a level straight path from a start point to an ending point. So it's rolling and it's coming through here, rolling all the way through, and it will reach its ending point. We have this graph here, which is representing one of the qualities of this wheel, right? So our options are the speed at which it is rolling, the distance from its starting point, the distance of the mark from the center, and the distance of the mark from the rim on the ground. And one of these is going to be represented by this graph of y over time. So what we should do is we should think about what is the graph of all of these, and then hopefully one of these will line up. So the speed at which the wheel is rolling. Well, we're told it's rolling at a constant rate. So the graph of it for A is just going to be a horizontal line, right? Let's say it's going at 4 meters per second. It's just going to be 4, and it's going to be a horizontal line at y is equal to 4. And it doesn't matter what your actual speed is. This could be 3, 10, 17, whatever. It's just going to be a horizontal line. B, the distance of the wheel from its starting point. So we have the wheel is rolling along a level straight path from a starting point to an ending point. That means its distance over time is only going to be increasing, right? We're starting here, and let's say we're going over here. Over time, the distance between my finger and the pencil is only going to get larger. So you can think of it as just a line with a positive slope where the value is just getting bigger and bigger over time. For C, the distance of the mark on the rim from the center of the wheel, well, as the wheel spins, it doesn't matter where on the circle relative to our perspective, which is looking at the wheel, right? Let's say the wheel, when it gets over here, is spun around the other way, and the mark is down here, right? And the center is right there. The distance between the mark and the center is still just this distance right here. It's still just the radius. So the graph is just going to be another horizontal line. In this case, it's going to be r, which is the radius. Right? Whatever r is wherever you put the line, y equals 4, y equals 10, whatever. But it's just going to be a horizontal line. And so from this, we know that D must be the answer, right? It's not A, it's not B, it's not C. If you aren't taking the test, you would just circle D and move on, because you have to finish in a certain amount of time. In this explanation, I think it's helpful to understand why it's D. So we think about the distance of the mark on the rim from the ground. So if we try and graph this, right, obviously we know it's going to look like this, but pretend we didn't know like that. Well, when it's up here, it's some certain distance, right? Let's say it's here. And then as it rotates and the mark goes around here, right, the distance from the ground is going to go down because it's getting closer and closer to the ground. And then it's going to get closer and closer, and let's say we know it goes down, and then there's a point, let's say it's right here, where it's exactly on the ground. All right, let's say it goes right there. And then after that, it starts to go back up and up and up until eventually it'll rotate all the way back to its starting point right there, where it's as far away from the ground as possible. It's at the very top of the thing. So it'll get just back up to the height that we knew it was at. And then it'll repeat up, down, up, down, up, down. So that's kind of all we can do from our current understanding of this problem, is we know it goes up and down and up and down. And then we could say, okay, we didn't know that it was in this particular curve, right? Where it's just, but we did know it's going down and up and down and up, and it's the only one. A doesn't do that, B doesn't do that, C doesn't do that, therefore D must be our answer. The distance of the mark on the rim from the ground is in this periodic function where it's going up and down and up and down between some value and 0. So D is going to be your final answer. As always, thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.